Namaskaram. Good morning. I'm Ian Karyaga from Guru Yoga, and today we're doing a beginner's practice. So you set yourself up on your mat, on your block, have your straps and props ready, and remember to go at your own pace. Don't feel that you need to get into every posture. We'll modify for as much as we need to. If you need to go to the knees, rest, child's pose, shavasana. At any point in time, you do what you need to do. It's your practice, and hope you enjoy this. So let's start off by sitting on your mat, chest up nice and high, pull the shoulder blades back, and then feel the spine start to lift. And with the beginning of this practice, we start off by just lifting the spine, closing the eyes down with a slight lift of the chin, relaxing through the shoulders, the crown rises. Start to take your awareness from the external, whatever's around you, whatever's outside of you, and slowly start to bring your awareness inwards, not of your thoughts, your emotions, but just observing, and maybe taking the first point of concentration as your breath. Your single point of focus is your pranayama, your breathing. So begin to inhale gently through the nose, filling the lungs. With a slight pause, we call kumbhak, and then letting the exhale also draw back out, softly, followed by another pause. Now follow that breath. Observe the texture. Feel it across the throat, across the chest, even to the pit of the belly. As you expand through the diaphragm, utilizing the lower part of your torso to drive the breath in and out of the body, in and out of the lungs. This will ensure that you're engaging Mula Bandha, or pelvic floor, and also incorporating and engaging Uddiyana Bandha, another lock, your transverse abdominis, which is situated around here. So the breath is driven from just beneath the navel. Right? The energy drives up as you inhale, and then back down towards the tailbone as you exhale. So think the opposite of trying to draw the air through the lungs, in through the nose, that yes, it's automatic that you're going to feel that breath come in, but the driving source of that energy, that prana, comes from here. Now as you continue to breathe, you can have your hands palms facing up or down, and then slow the breath down. This will eventually get the mind to slow down, so that all you're focusing on is now. What is happening, what is actually your reality. Not what happened yesterday or what may happen tomorrow, but right now. Keep you focused on your experience of yoga. Now as you continue and maintain that subtle breath, I want you to slowly lengthen your exhales. So whatever the count is of your inhalations, try to get it to about 6 to 8 seconds as you breathe in, and then lengthen the exhales to at least 8 to 10 seconds, possibly doubling the inhales. You get into a deeper state of relaxation, a greater state of calm. Because in order to do all this yoga, all this meditation, you must be completely relaxed. Slowly start to begin and transition your weight from your right hip to left. It's a little bit of a spiral, yeah? Trying to get you to get the vertebrae to move in some way. You're going in one direction, taking the circles as wide or as narrow as you need to. And if you like, you're going to go in the opposite direction. Just checking in to what's happening physically, and even touching into what's happening emotionally or mentally. When we practice yoga, it's about how you can control the mind. Right? Not necessarily losing your train of thought, but controlling the mind so that it doesn't interrupt you. And as your thoughts and your emotions really allow you to fluctuate with your mood, your behaviors, your actions. Control them through yoga and meditation, it's easier to live through life with less extremes. less highs and lows. You're still maintaining an even keel, an even balance. Because yoga is about balance, such as life. What is necessary and what's required. So as you slowly take your hands now, palms facing down, we're going to come forward. Right? Start to bring the chest wide, elbows bent. And then feel the spine lengthening. So if you have to take the hips slightly off the block or the floor, go for it. You want to find balance now by leaning. So here we can remove the block, keep it off the hips, and continue to breathe up, getting the chest wide and inhaling, and then emptying. Another inhale here. And then slowly come back down on the exhale. We'll take a gentle twist. We're going to go off to the right. So left hand to the outside of the right leg, chest up nice and high, breathe in. We're going to turn, still looking forward on the exhale. So you start to notice as you breathe in, the spine lifts. Then you're going to turn on the exhale out. Not necessarily using the arms so much, but more about getting a relaxed state through the mid to lower torso. One more inhalation. And then turning across. Exhale. Come back to center, switch sides. Right hand out to the outside of the left leg. Deep breath in. Twisting on the exhale. Shoulders away. Deep inhale. Rotating on the breath out. Expanding the belly on the inhale. And then relaxing it on the exhale. Fill the lungs one more time. And then coming back to center. Exhale. We'll come forward. Come into Bittilasana. Technically your cat-cow. And from here, you can place a block underneath your chest any height you want, because we're going to bring the chest to the floor. You're going to bring your hips above the knees and extend the arms. I'm just going to move back a little bit so you can see me. I'm going to go here. Supporting. If you want to bring the forehead to the ground, bring the forehead to the ground, or bring the chin to the ground. Otherwise, you're just going to relax the neck. Continue lengthening. Breathing in. And then out. Really feel the lats. So just underneath the arms, on the torso stretching. We're going to lengthen with the left arm a little bit more. Breathing in. And then switching sides on the exhale. Right arm extends. Deep inhale. And then releasing on the breath out. You can take the forehead now to the block. Really feel the stretch through the chest as it draws closer to the floor, and then lengthening the spine forward and back at the same time. One more inhale. Then release, come back to center on the breath out. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a twist, right? So left shoulder is going to go underneath the right. We're going to turn like this. You can look forward. You can bring your left ear to the ground and then extend the right arm. To give you more balance, stick your right leg out. Find a stretch on the inside of the right leg. Still focusing on that breath to relax you, to calm you, and even to provide a little bit of strength and stability. Inhale. And then release, come back to center. Full breath out, switch sides. Taking the left leg now, straight away. Right arm sinks underneath, left arm extends. Twisting on the breath in. And the shoulders relax on the breath out. Deep inhale. And then coming back to center on the exhale. Now we're going to sit in Virasana, hero pose. So you can either sit on a block or sit on your bum or even on a bolster, chest up nice and high, but the palms are going to face up. We're going to cradle the palms like this. It's more of an receiving, passively receiving. So as the eyes closed, start to begin an ujjayi breath. So ujjayi, victorious, in through the nose with a slight constriction of the back of the throat. You want to feel the lungs, feel like it sounds like the ocean over there. Almost like a vibration, maybe a slight snore if you want to describe it as that. Otherwise, remember, the breathing is done, this type of breath is done entirely just with the nose. So again, inhale. Calmly take your next exhale out. Take the hands, palms facing down. We're going to press into downward facing dog. So moving the block out of the way, spreading the fingers, tucking the tailbone underneath, and tucking the toes underneath. Start to press into the heels with a little bend in the elbows, even a bend in the knees. So from this angle, it looks like this. I'm going to switch angles just to give you a side profile. To here, and then start to walk the dog out. Press into the heels, your hamstrings, your calves. Continuing to walk this dog out. Inhaling and then exhaling. So Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Start to tuck the tailbone underneath, engage it while pushing the sit bone to the sky, and then lengthening the spine, letting the head hang free. A deep breath in. And slowly walking the feet forward towards the front of your mat as you exhale. Uttanasana, this forward fold. So I want you to bend the knees, chest to thighs here. And I want you to let the head hang again. And then begin to lift from the inner arches of each foot as you sway from side to side. So really ground through the feet. And just notice the legs, outer thighs pressing to the edges of your mat. All in sync with how your breath is able to calm and make the rest of the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body tranquil and relaxed. And as you come back to center, take the hands behind the ankles. Inhale. And then slowly, elbows go wide, spread the shoulder blades out, and fold on the exhale. Take a deep breath in. Relax the hands to the floor as you exhale out. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you're going to come up to standing. Your mountain posture. All right, we'll start with a little bit of a warm-up here. Yes? Spread the fingers, chest up nice and high. This time we'll get the heels to touch, toes slightly pulled outwards. And I want you to relax the legs, but still have them slightly engaged, right? So the term asana means seated posture, means it's described as firm yet relaxed. So when you stand, you're somewhat relaxed, but yet the muscles are engaged to keep you upright. And that's what I'm talking about. You want to feel like you're still being able to relax with the muscles, strengthen when needed and isolate muscles that are necessary, but overall, you relax, the breath is still calm. It's not agitated and short. Right, so you stand tall, pull the shoulder blades back, hands high, take a deep inhale, a little bit of a back bend. Bend the knees, bum goes back, forward fold, exhaling. Halfway lift to the shins, breathe in. Step back with the right leg, exhale. You can lower the back knee. You can use your fingertips now as you come forward with the chest, pull the shoulder blades back, take a deep inhale, and then really feel the hips coming forward as you exhale. Right, you can point the toes away again, chest up nice and high, a deep breath in, shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale. Take another full inhale, and then take the left leg back, lowering to the ground on the exhalation. Bhujangasana, Cobra, slight bend in the elbows, chest up nice and high, core still engaged. Inhale, tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog, exhale. Lift the heels, follow it with another inhalation, and then step forward with the right leg, lowering the back knee, fingertips on the floor, chest up nice and high. This time feel the left hip come forward as the right knee also starts to make its way to the front of your mat. And then focus on the breath, inhaling, relaxing the shoulders as you exhale. Another breath in, chest wide, exhaling. Fill the lungs one more time. Tuck the toes on the left foot, step forward to a fold, exhale. Hands up nice and high, we'll take a mountain pose. Breathing in, back bend here, hands at your heart in prayer, exhale. Breathe in again, hands up. Bend the knees, forward fold, exhaling. Halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana. Inhale, step back with the right leg, fingertips on the floor, breathe out. Chest high, take a long breath in, really get the shoulders to go back, and then step back with the left leg, lowering the knees to the floor, and then lowering on the exhalation. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale, toes tuck under, down facing dog, exhale. Right leg comes forward, lower the back knee, breathe in, chest up high, shoulders away, and then exhale. Feel the belly button pull up, take another inhale, and then feel the knees come forward as you lift the back knee, exhaling. Breathe in again, and then stepping to the front of your mat to a fold, exhale. Take it to the sky, mountain pose, reaching up, take a breath in. Bend the knees, hands in prayer, exhaling. Hands up again, long inhale. Forward fold, bowing, exhale. Halfway lift with bent knees and a long spine. Breathe in. Step back right leg, lower the back knee, fingertips on the floor, exhaling. Chest up high, a deep inhale. Left leg goes back, lower towards the floor, exhale. Hands near the lower ribs, chest comes up, Bhujangasana. Breathing in. Down facing dog, press back, exhale. Right leg forward, lower the back knee, inhale. Chest up, neck long, exhale. Tuck the toes under, lift the back knee, breathe in. Step forward to a fold, folding, exhaling. Hands to the sky again, deep breath in. Hands in prayer, heart center, exhale. Reach up with the arms, inhale. And then bend the knees, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift to the shins, a long breath in. Step back with the right leg again, lowering, exhale. Left leg back, inhale, come forward to the ground, Bhujangasana or Chaturanga actually, exhale. Cobra, now Bhujangasana, breathe in. Tuck the toes under, press back, down facing dog, exhaling. Right leg forward one more time, chest up, breathe in. Tuck the toes under, lift the back knee. Step forward to a fold. Exhaling. Hands high, deep inhale. Hands in prayer, heart center. Exhale. So you're gonna go at your own pace. We're gonna go a little bit quicker here, or the pace is gonna be a little bit quicker, but you're gonna go in from one breath in and one breath out. What we're gonna do is actually, what it does is heat the body up. What will happen there is the muscles will relax a little bit more, and we're trying to build that heat within the body, which will purify and cleanse you. Hands high, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back, right leg, exhale. Left leg goes back, inhale. Lower to the floor, exhale. Cobra, Bhujangasana, breathe in. Tuck the toes under, down facing dog, breathe out. Right leg forward, inhale. Step forward, forward fold, exhale. To the sky, reaching up, inhaling. Forward fold, bowing, exhaling. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, left leg this time, lowering, exhale. Cobra, Bhujangasana, breathe in. Tuck the toes under, down facing dog, breathe out. Left leg forward, inhale. Step to the front of your mat, folding, exhale. Take it high, breathe in. Hands in prayer, heart center, breathe out. One more time, hands up, inhale. Bend the knees, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, a deep inhalation. Left leg goes back, lowering, exhaling. Cobra, Bhujangasana, breathe in. Down facing dog, breathe out. Left leg forward, inhale. Step to the front of your mat, folding, exhale. To the sky, mountain pose, breathe in. Hands at your heart in prayer, exhaling. So eyes are shut, heart's open, relaxing to the shoulders, and you're just observing. Focusing on that breath, that warmth. Remember, you go at your own pace. And after practice, or practicing it consistently, becomes part of you. Not second nature, but just part of you. But every experience is different, every experience is new. But you'll never begin at the beginning. Hands high, take a breath in. And then forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, left leg. We'll go Anjanasana, crescent lunge. So you can lower the knee to the floor. If you find that you need to flip the mat over or just rest, really the top of the left knee, maybe the quad, so you actually want to be on the muscle rather than the kneecap. You can tuck your toes under if you need support, otherwise point your toes back. And then we're going to take the hands up nice and high in prayer. So we're here, right? You're looking forward, chest up nice and high, shoulder blades back. Breathe in. You really want to tuck the tailbone underneath as you exhale. So instead of trying to drive the hips forward and then back bend, which will put a lot of stress in the lower back, you want to actually, it's more of a lift, right? Again, everything's engaged. When it comes to yoga, you're still engaging the muscles that are necessary to support the spine, but at the same time, relaxing the muscles that need to be relaxed and calm. This way, you're focusing on what is necessary, what is required, and then we come back into a state of meditation. Breathing in, shoulders relax, exhale. Take another full inhale. And this time, take the left hand to the floor, right arm high on the breath out. All right? So from here, you can go to the fingertips. If you need a block to assist you with that left hand, we're going in that position, right? Really take that left leg back as far as you can. And really light to the left arm, so you're not dumping to the shoulder joint. You want to lead with the right arm above your head, creating a little bit of a twist through the mid-upper back, which also gets that left hip to rotate just a little bit further forward. Inhaling, you're going to feel a stretch on the outside of your right hip at the same time, and then exhale. Slowly look over the right shoulder, chest up nice and wide, breathing in, and opening up a little bit more. Exhale. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then relaxing, hands back onto the floor. Exhale. We're going to keep that knee on the ground. This time we're going to take the right hand on the inside of the right ankle. You can bend your knee slightly in. Right hand on the ground or on a block, left arm high this time, and then using that arm to press on the inside of the knee. So chest up nice and wide, take a deep inhale, and you're gonna send your left arm over your head as you breathe out. Right, really getting that twist, opening up the chest, inhaling, and then emptying. You can look up towards the hand on a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Sink into the hips for one more full inhale, and then releasing, removing the block, low plank, exhale. Here we're going to set it for a cobra, bhujangasana, or an up dog. Hands are need to be underneath the lower ribs, knees and thighs off the floor, whether the toes are pointing back or toes tucked under. Inhale, core is engaged, press back as you engage the core even more. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Lift the heels, take an inhalation, come forward, stepping, Anjanasana, crescent lunge. So we're going to take the opposite side. Again, you can use the knee to be supported with a block. We're going to take the hands high in prayer, biceps, arms in line with the ears. And you're going to start to look up, right? So again, you're going to try to create this crescent shape with your back body, opening up the chest, pulling your shoulder blades away. Breathing in, a little bit deeper with the hips. And then exhale. Shoulder blades back, pull them away from the face. Take one more inhale. Reach up. And then release, right hand on the floor as you breathe out. So you can release the block from here. Take it to the hand. And then the left arm's going to go high. Again, use lightness in that right arm. You're not dumping into the joints, but you're starting to open up the chest, pulling that left shoulder away from your face, and then rotating to either look down to the ground or up to the sky. A deep breath in, twisting, and then exhale. And just notice how the hips are starting to come forward. Inhaling, and then releasing on the breath out. You can keep the block where it is. Left hand goes there, and then just rotate the hips slightly so you're on the inside of the right knee. Right arm goes high, and then using the left shoulder arm on the inside of the knee. Reach up, take an inhale, and then send the arm forward over your head as you breathe out. By sending the arm forward, you're going to notice a stretch on the inside of both thighs. Releasing the hips somewhat. Inhale, twisting, and then empty. Shoulder blades back. Take another full breath in, and then releasing, moving the block away, high to low plank, exhale. Again, you can go into cobra, bhujangasana here, or an up dog there. Inhale, tuck the toes under, down facing dog, exhale. And then slowly walk your feet towards the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift on the breath in, and then folding, bowing, exhale. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come into Malasana, which is garland pose. So it's this position here. If you need to sit on a block, you can sit on a block any height, really, pillow. Knees are wide, heels can be on or off the ground. So we'll go into that position. I want you to bring the hands in prayer on the insides of the knees. So chest up nice and high, shoulder blades back. So this posture is going to help aid in digestion on a physical level, right? Because you're working by drawing the knees back for the ascending and descending colon, but energetically, in terms of your chakras and energy centers, it's connecting you to the ground. It's grounding you, right? We tend to be flying off with our thoughts and emotions, but when you sit in this position, it gives a sense of grounding, connection to the earth. So hands in prayer, heart center, shoulder blades back. So again, we're releasing the insides of the thighs, chest goes high, shoulders relax. And I want you to draw the eyes to shut. So it comes back down to the breath. So now focusing on what's tight, what's sore, what's challenging, but just coming back to the breathing as your body will sort itself out, as it has its own intelligence, similar to how your mind has its own intelligence, which will allow you to be more conscious in response rather than compulsive and react. Take a deep breath in, settling as you exhale, and slowly sitting on the block or on the ground if you don't need one. And then we're here. Soles of feet to touch, knees wide. So it's Supta Baddha Konasana or just Baddha Konasana, which is your butterfly posture, right? You can bring the heels in nice and close. Whether the toes are spreading out and the soles of feet aren't touching is cool. You can bring them together if you find that the ankles are tight. Otherwise, we're here. And then with the palms facing up, connecting your thumb, index finger, Nana Mudra. Chest up nice and high, shoulder blades back. And I want you to slowly just draw the eyes to shut, right? Keep the chest lifted. And the eyes are shut as you come back to this breathing. So when we're challenged mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, our breath pattern changes. It becomes erratic, nervous in a way. But if you can maintain calmness and its same length as you did at the beginning of this practice, right? Maintaining its fluidity and calmness, relaxation, then your nervous system does not get taxed. You'll have less cramping, less twitching with the muscles. All the byproducts of stress, worry, and anxiety, muscle tension, mental tension, emotional tension. And yoga helps relieve all of that. But again, you must be willing to do it. Right? Just like any technology, as long as you know how to do it, it'll happen. Take a breath in, shoulders relax, and then a full breath out. One more. Deep inhale. And relaxing exhalation. Cool. We'll come back into a half lotus position. We're here. So whether you want to practice half lotus or full lotus, or even Sukhasana, which is just crossed legs, here this is a half lotus pose. You can bring your foot as high or as low as you need to. And then chest up nice and high. So we're going to start with Nadeshadhan Pranayam, so alternate nostril breath. So just take the chest up nice and high. We're going to take our right hand, close off the right nostril. Various ways of doing this alternate nostril breath, but it brings balance between the left and right side. Idat Pingala, these nadis are energetic lines that run through our body, centralize through the chakras, which is the Shushumna Nadi, the main one, but it's about clearing blockages of energy that get stored within the body, again, due to various things and external factors like stress, tension, anxiety. Again, a lot of things I created here that we can't cope with what's happening around here externally. So, coming back, right hand, thumb, close off the right nostril. You can keep your fingers on the middle of your forehead or just tuck them under. And I want you to inhale through the left side. Close off the left, so both nostrils are closed for a moment. Release the right and then exhale there. Close off both nostrils for a moment. Then release the right again. Inhale. Both nostrils closed. Release the left. Exhale. Close. Left side, breathe in. Pause, close both. Release right side, exhale. Close both. Right side release, breathe in. Close off both. Left side releases, exhale. Both nostrils closed. Breathe in through left side. Close off both nostrils. Breathe out right side. Both nostrils shut. Then release the right. Inhale. Close off both. Release the left. Exhale. Breathe in left side. Close off both. Release right side. Now we'll go breathe in right. Close off right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off right, left side exhale. Left side inhale. Release right, exhale. Now inhale right. Exhale right side. Close off right, inhale left. Exhale left side. Left side closes, right side inhale. Right side exhale. Close off right side, left side breathe in. Left side breathe out. Left side closes, inhale to the right. And then exhale to the right. One more time, close off right, breathe in left. And then breathe out left. So as you come back, shoulder blades back, palms facing up or down on the knees. So what that did was bring balance between the left and right side of your body, left and right hemisphere of your brain, the left and right side of the energetic lines, Eden Pingala, right? Moon cycle, sun cycle. So you're more in sync with this, the earth, everything that's around us, the planetary. Chest up nice and high, take a deep breath in. Long breath out through the nose. And just take a normal breath now. Just observe how clear that breath is. Right? When we practice yoga, if you find that one side is blocked and the other side's blocked, eventually come back to balance. Take one more breath in. And then relaxing on the exhale. Alright, we're going to start to stretch the hips a little bit. So, before we do so, we're going to take an internal rotation. So, taking your feet on the outside of your hips. Here, knees nice and close, called Virasana. Whether you're on a block or sitting on the ground is up to you. Again, you can take that block as high as you want. So really these props here, straps, blocks, bolsters, pillows are a great help. So make sure that you have them when you practice. So for now, we're going to sit, since beginners practice, we're going to sit on a block. If you can get to the ground, you get to the ground. Have the heels on the outside of your hips. And I want you to have the spine sit upright. So really having least amount of pressure on the front of the ankle joints, but we're stretching from the knee to the toes. And this may be challenging for some, but again, it's to draw you away from the mind. Reacting to what you feel. It's a sensory, as we're too attached to what we feel sensory, right? Whether we see, we hear, we taste, we touch. We're too addicted to all our sensory. You should just leave that off for a moment, let it drift off so that you come back to a conscious state of being, right? The internal self is what's important, rather than relying on what's external, what's material. Almost in a way, it's what's superficial. So coming back to that breath, breathing in and then out. Focusing purely in the middle of your forehead, in between the eyebrows even. Remember, yoga isn't about the posture. It's about the source. the energy, the prana as we call it. If you want to explain it, prana doesn't really translate into the word energy, but we relate it to that. Inhale. Crown lifts, relax the shoulders, and then exhale. All right, we're gonna stretch you through the hips now a little bit. So I want you to tuck your toes under for a moment. You can keep the knees on the ground just to release that last posture. So the soles of the feet will also relax. Chest up nice and high. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a double fire log, or double pitching that it's also known as. So you can sit on a block. So remember that your muscles can be tight to a certain extent, right? But depending on how far you can release or have the range of motion is completely dependent on your skeletal system. So you can get to a certain range muscular wise until you find that okay, your body's relaxed completely and you're like, I can't go any further with that range of motion. And it's most likely because that your skeletal system is only allowing to go that far. So don't fret if you find that okay, I can't feel anything, but I'm going as far as I can, full range. Well, that's fine, but it's now engaging the muscles to support that rather than completely dumping into the joints. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take our shin, right? Left shin 90 degrees, pull the toes in on that left foot to support the knee. You're going to take your right foot on top. So if you notice, for me, my hips are slightly tight, but at the same time I'm not an external rotator, so my leg going in this position is challenging because of my hip socket or hip complex on how that was built. Internally rotated, I'm fine. I can do this, no problem, no tension really, right? Pretty easily. But at this is challenging for me, so I just got to go with it. Remember, it's not necessary. You may never get from knee to foot connection. It's possible. I'm saying that it won't happen. But remember, you got to invest time and commitment to doing these things, whatever posture you're aiming to get to, or not necessarily achieve, but to relax into. Because once you get into that full posture, whatever the posture may be with practice of yoga, it feels effortless, right? You're not forcing yourself to get into it. You're completely relaxed in that situation. So in this position here, you're going to feel a release on the outside of the right hip, maybe the inside of the left hip. You can use your hand to support. Chest up nice and high. And then coming back to the breath. So really, this is where your exhales are allowing you to just sink into the posture. So this is where the importance of how long your exhales are in relation to the postures. So on average, you should hold these postures for about 3 to 5 minutes. Well, this one here, any pigeon pose. It takes around that long for the muscles to release or completely release. But for this practice, we're holding them for a couple minutes until that you deem that you need to get out of it. Again, it takes commitment, it takes practice, and again, you need to put a little bit of effort into where you want to be. Half the effort only gives you half the result. So don't expect more than that. And it also may happen by chance. If there's no purpose involved or no intention or no commitment, it may happen, it may not happen. Breathe in. And then release. We switch sides on the exhale. So taking the shin again, parallel to the front of your mat, pull the toes in. You're going to take your left knee on top of your right. So we're here. So if you notice, my left hip is a lot tighter than my right hip. Well, there's less range of motion. So I can go a little bit lower to relax more. But ideally, I probably won't get to this position here. So my hips won't allow me to do so. Which is fine. I can accept it. Depending on how much trauma, how much scar tissue, how many injuries you have in in certain areas of your body will determine again how much work needs to be done, how much involvement needs to be done. The slight lift of the chin, the eyes closed, and coming back to that breath. To completely exhale, right? Have a full exhalation so that you'll notice the difference between holding tension within the muscle and holding no tension within the muscle. Take one more breath in and then relax on the breath out and slowly release. Legs are gonna go straight. Paschimottanasana, your intense west stretch posture. So legs could be straight as possible or as needed. You're gonna take your hands high, breathing in. You're gonna come forward, bring the chest towards the thighs, grabbing the outer edges of each foot as you exhale. Bend the knees here. Try to pull the upper body towards your feet. Shoulder blades away, breathing in, and then folding on the exhale. So relaxing the shoulders, elbows drawn closer to the floor and then towards the hips. Now the legs could be bent. We want the chest to touch the thighs. If the legs can go straight and touch the thighs, cool. If not, that's good too. One more inhale. And then relaxing, coming back up to center on the breath out. So from here, I'm just gonna sit, finishing position, chest up nice and high, pull the shoulder blades back. Just observing this space held within you, right? One of peace and tranquility and hopefully calmness. Should have been a gentle, maybe a more profound shift between the beginning of your practice and now. So we're gonna take the hands to the heart in prayer as we seal this practice off with an Om. Collectively, inhale. Hands to the forehead, Ajna, third iris. And the term Namaste, when translated, the divine light within me, honoring and recognizing and serving the divine light within you, where the universe resides. Namaste. So thank you for watching Guru Yoga and hope you enjoyed that practice. You can watch it again on demand as well as other videos that we have. Please check out our Guru Facebook page, our Patreon page, and the actual website for more videos, information, tutorials, and broadcasts. Thank you again. Namaste.